They say that you don't just marry someone you can live with, but rather that you marry the one person that you can't live without. I've married that person today, and she's sat next to me looking completely and utterly beautiful.
And Boston never seemed to be so lovely in the fall to me. And Florida's not so cold, but distance just gets old. And hey, maybe
Nick and I met whilst working at the Bull pub in Hockley about 10 years or so ago. Our first date wasn't really up to much. I took her, for reasons unknown to me, to an amateur dramatic production of Oklahoma, starring my friend and ex-driving instructor. Things got slightly more romantic from there. We went to university together, we came back from university together, and we bought our first house in 2007.
I think I love you, I love you. My favourite girl.
It was only after we started living together that people started asking the questions that all of the unmarried couples in the room will know and love, surrounding hats and honest women, honest men and all the rest of it. So I coasted it for a bit longer, and we ended up in February 2010 when we went to Thailand. For those of you who don't know, me and Nicoli went to Thailand in February 2010.
And hey, maybe we could stay, maybe we could lay like this forever.
Even on the plane, Nicoli was telling me not to eat the ice cubes that you get in your drinks, to brush my teeth with bottled water, something I still don't really understand, and to only eat food if you know where it's come from.
That girl, a diamond ring. I said, ooh, I think I love.
Without going into any further detail, me and Nicoli ended up in a speeding ambulance on the way to Phuket General Infirmary after Nicoli had eaten a piece of watermelon that was given to her by what can only be described as a sea gypsy child.
My favourite girl.
And it was whilst we were sat in that hospital room for 2 days that I realised that I didn't ever want to have to live without her. More to the point, I realised that given that she'd only been out of my sight for about 45 minutes, she probably couldn't live without me either.
She is my favourite.
So I did say throw, but that was her throwing before. I've been doing this 18 years, and now I'm getting throwing them yet, I'll tell you.
After a bit more procrastination, I bought a ring, still the most terrifying thing I've ever done, and proposed on Christmas Day 2010. The rest, as they say, is history.
Ooh, I think I love you. And don't you know she is my favourite girl? I wanna go away for days with her. If you promise not to say I think I'm gonna buy that girl a diamond ring. I said, ooh, I think I love you.
We sit here today on the brink of starting the next stage of our lives together. God only knows what the future will bring, but I can't think of anyone that I would rather find out with.